Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the one. I call him the Songito. One of the guys who had one of the best pen games in Nigeria. He has been and still doing and killing one of the best duos in Africa. Is the one and the only Rudeboy is in the building.
Thank you very much.
How you doing, G?
I did, my brother.
Now, today's a different day for you, right?
Yeah.
I can call it a birthday, and I'll tell you why.
Our birthday is in the next 3 days, so just so you know.
And that's good, because you're actually same month with my second daughter. She's November 21.
Oh, we're 18.
It's good. So November babies, you guys are special, to be honest. And now that one, it now moves me to say, I call this your birthday because I feel like what you're doing right now, I didn't think you were going to ever do it again, because the truth is you've been scarred, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I heard the stories over and over again.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a new sensation who I got to hear his music a few months ago. Listen, don't sleep on this guy. You guys will now tell me later and say, wow, Doctor, what did you do for the guy? He's on my show now. They're always on my show.
I know that story. I know that story. I know those kind of stories.
Ladies and gentlemen, should I pop the name now? I'm talking about the one and only Ace Tune is in the building. What's good? How you doing? How do you feel? How do you feel?
I mean, I feel excited.
You're sure about it?
Excited and hyped.
You should be hyped. You know, I'm not going to start talking to him first. I want to talk to you because, you know, you guys are the most humble people when you start. Mm-hmm. You guys get so humble.
I bet I put that for pigeon. Tell them.
You guys are so humble. You feel like everything is fine. Are you sure you need a record deal?
I mean, like, I've been doing this, you know, independently for like over like a decade, and it's just been like the needle has just moved a little.
Little?
Just.
You know, I want you to sit close to me. You could switch them up. I want you to sit close to me. I want to talk to you straight up. Why do you think you need a record deal? Because now everybody talks about you being an independent. Yeah. They will tell you always the best way these days. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to sign on. He signed you up, but he's independent. Why do you think you need a record deal?
I feel like as a young artist, aside even just having like, you know, being on a major platform, you know, the lessons that you learn, you know, the wisdom from like, you know, people who have like legacy over 20 years, you know. So being in this position I'm in right now, I just realized that, you know, God's plan.
But you know, a lot of people have told you stories, right? You heard so many things. I'm sure when you want to sign this deal, somebody told you about, you heard about May D. You heard about this person. You heard about Cynthia Morgan and all these guys. I mean,
there's something I've learned like from my journey, starting like young with my, you know, my bro manager Richie Muller. So it's like everywhere we go, like our story has to be different. So if we pass this road before and like they put roadblock for that place, you know, we have to like have faith and believe that.
Did you believe all the stories?
I mean, like, I feel like, you know, this is Ace Tune. This is a new chapter. And like, you know, I feel right from, okay, let me tell you the story, right? Let me tell you the story. When I was young, when I was young, I was like 10 years. And then like my mom was like, why do you want to do music? I hear musicians do this, do that. And it occurred to me like I have to be an example, because tomorrow there will be one 8-year-old kid who he's doing music will depend on my, you know, lifestyle as an artist. So I understand like it takes discipline, and sometimes God slows you down so you can learn lessons. If I'd had this opportunity like maybe 5-8 years ago, I probably don't know what I'll do with it. But I've been on the ground, on the ground where you see the opportunity right in front of you. In 2018, I was almost, I don't know if I could say the word on radio, but like I was almost suicidal, you know, because like I was at that point in my life where I felt like this is like an opportunity, and still I didn't get it, and I felt like it was my fault, you know. So I just want to be.
You can say you're being humbled.
I want to be I want to be an example. To me, before, patience was just a word, until like you have to like be grounded and you realize that you don't have any choice than to just wait.
Okay.
So for me it's like
Rude. You groomed this kid. Like, honestly, I can relate with your conversation, because the truth is, when you get into the music space, you're fed with so many things.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like I was talking to someone this morning. You remember I was saying something about you, a doctor is in a hospital. you can't really tell him, you can't tell what goes on in there because you don't work in a hospital. But I've realized that everybody from different sectors are the ones who tell you exactly what goes on in an industry they know nothing about. And then I realized that a lot of people just feed off what they see, what they hear, but you're not in that industry. Now, from your conversation, I can tell that you've also been in a space where you've been told so many things, right? So many things. And the one key word is, people don't understand, if you want to grow in this business, people keep asking me, you're still doing radio. I'm like, bruh, this is what I've loved. And listen, this is what I've grown with. And this is what I understand.
Exactly.
But the thing is, the reason why I got big in this business is because I waited and I was patient. Rudeboy, why did you pick this kid?
You see, like you just said, I'm going to be honest with you. There was a time I decided to quit anything that has to do with record label, signing an artist. Because I don't hide it. I always tell you guys are not loyal. Like you said, they are the most loyal people at the other stage. After my experience with my other artists and everybody, both one that signed independently, the one that even the P Square, there's a P Square that is independent, that is still even from the same management, which is Jude. You know. After that experience, I was like, nobody. It's like everybody's the same thing. I gave up. I made it clear. I said, I'm not signing anybody. And I made it clear. I said, if I'm going to sign any artist, but your family people go bring one plot of land for Lekki or Ikoyi. Collateral. Because you don't sit down. You see, because there is this, let me use the word cloud that's going on. An artist you're raising, all of a sudden you have love for the people. And one day, the people will not start telling him how you're not important. You that started the journey for him. How can you wake up one day and find out that something your parents cannot do for you, your family cannot do for you? A total stranger brought that money and pour inside you. And tomorrow, you just realize the person is not more important. It's sad. The reason why I picked this guy, I saw somebody that, I used to see myself as a studio gangster. Somebody who knows how to sing, somebody who knows how to produce, somebody who knows how to write. It's like somebody that knows almost everything in the studio. I met somebody that could do it better than me. I say it anytime he's doubting me. He tells me, boss, this way they talk. I say, you don't understand. It's difficult to find somebody that can write, that can produce, studio engineer. This guy, we don't need anybody when we're recording the studio, from beginning to end.
Okay, so you write your songs. You produce your song. You mix and master your songs.
Does that. Now, did you get it now?
Wait, you write your songs, you produce your songs, and you mix and master it.
So it's just like, right from when I was like, grinding, I used to write songs for like, I wrote for Shay Shay,
Wow.
Shay Shay's like, she gave me like the opportunity to write for her. And then from then, I wrote for Larry Gaga, I wrote for Inyanya, and I used to write.
See, let me tell you, the day I posted this guy, I know there's a different people making comment in my DM, from Two-Face to everybody, like, it's about time. I say, I know him before. It's like everybody knows him. Everybody knows him in the industry. So anybody's just telling me, bro, it's about time. It's about time. I'm like, hi. I wish I catch this guy 5 years ago. But you see, like I said, then let's go to the part of being humility, being loyal. And I told him, like, I'm not going to sign you. Come and be working. That's another thing. Because sometimes some people will think you have to sign it for you to then start putting on the work. I say, I like you. Come. Stay in my house. Live with me. Here's the studio. Start working. Now you're working, you don't even know where you're going. Without knowing that I'm just watching him.
Wow.
I have to. Because one of the biggest mistakes I did before was to sign somebody before the person started working. Because once you sign
I hope you
people,
put that down, right?
because once you sign people, everything is not going to be depending on you. They want you to be the one to come and produce, to be the one to come and write, to be the one. So I allowed this guy. In 1 month, we have like that something songs.
Wow. So let me ask you, what was different? Because the thing is, this is a very logical conversation. You guys, in 2 words, there was a time you were not patient, right?
Yeah, when I was younger, like much
You're
younger.
not patient. There's a time you just wanted the talent to just get to the next level, and then you realize that,
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way, right? So this is the two best of both worlds. Almost like you guys have actually gone through your bad patch, and this is more, what type of conversations you have with him? And I'm going to give you 3 things, right?
Yeah.
The number one conversation that comes to everybody's mind is money. That's one. Second conversation is, when my song going to get released? Those are conversations. Mm-hmm. And the third conversation is, how many years or how long will I be doing this? Did any of the 3 conversations, are they part of the things you always have with him?
Not really. We actually talk about like life.
Okay.
We talk about like learning and growing. Cause like, when I was like really, really young, when I came out from secondary school, so my friend Richie, like my manager, so he kind of like took me through a process where, I was with him for years, and he was like teaching me a lot of things, and like kind of like did the whole artist development, groomed me. So throughout that process, I kind of learned loyalty. Cause like we had conversations where one day I was like upset, like, bro, like, see, I don't like this the way you do. And he told me like, okay, this is not only you they do. Me say, if I get this way you they do it, I don't like.
Okay.
That's when I learned that, oh wow. So like everybody has to tolerate everybody. And then since then, like I've been like with people and like different, times where you just realize that this is like, you have to just learn. You just learn. And at the end of the day, there's nobody that I've passed through, that I don't appreciate or know that, okay, this was this person's, effort that took me from this level to this level. And it's just life, basically. It's just life. So conversations we have is like about music, because I learn every day. I have the opportunity to be like one of the best songwriters in the world, like has a catalog of over 20 years. I mean, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to be talking about like Netflix? Like, you have to be asking questions that relate to, so like
Netflix and chill.
You have to ask.
I don't think me and this guy have ever sat down and watched movie. Let me even soccer self, nothing. It's always in the studio. I come in, I go out, I come back, he's in the studio. Oh, he's sleeping, or he's in a phone call. Oh, he's in the studio. Sometimes the one funny part, you see him kneeling down in the studio, controlling like he takes in the back, the pen and sits. He doesn't. So sometimes I used to trick and record while he's doing all those things, So that's the kind of discussion we do there.
I feel like for the first time you're very happy you made the right decision.
Yeah.
Besides your own career.
Let me tell you, the way they can, and I told him, I said, bro, for the first time, you're going to be that kind of artist. I don't even want to stress you. Trust me. And I told you, as I'm saying it, I'm going to say it on air. I said, I'm going to try my best for you. Meaning, I'll release songs, I'll shoot a couple of videos. The video director, I paid for 2 videos straight. I didn't waste time. In his funds, he was like, I paid millions, let me just say it.
Yeah.
Even before I put pen, like
before
paper.
pen.
Do you know how much videos these days?
Yes, I paid for 2 videos straight. I paid for it. And I told him, I said, I could fit carry you. But mind you, I will try my best, because apart from everything about this music, like patience and whatever, another thing again, there's luck. That's what they call luck. So, okay. So, I don't know, maybe I'm less busy now, but there will be a time you can't find me, or that I'll be.
Yeah, I mean.
I told him.
Yeah.
So I said, you have to just continue. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be that first record label person that I know they drag anything with artists. When I don't drag, I'll say tomorrow, do you know how much I spend? Whatever, I'll go leave everything for you.
Wow.
I'm that kind of person. Because I think I've gotten to a stage in my life, it's not about me.
It's not even about the money, because you've seen that money.
Thank you, that's the word. It's not about the money anymore. This money I can as well give somebody to help him in business. I can do whatever, but if I'm doing it for you, just know that I'm not expecting anything for you than that thing I'm seeing inside you, that thing that I'm seeing the better version of me. That's what I used to tell him. Better version of me musically. I did my things the way I'm doing it, but trust me, put Ace, put Chris Brown, put Beyonce, whatever. Let them sing proper music without instrument, just microphone. You'll be amazed what you will hear. And I've listened to it. it's just amazing. It's just me. I just look at it like, this talent cannot waste. I don't know what people are telling me.
Yeah.
It's not about signing. That's why I started spending the money before signing. I said it's not about signing. The whole world just need to hear you. Forget. I'm not after whether tomorrow you go turn to be artist or C, whatever. If God wants to take you there, let him take you. But see, this thing cannot be just normal. This guy get talent, let it just pass. At least they must hear your voice.
Okay.
That's it.
It means a lot to me because like this belief in me is like, think about it now.
Everybody monetizes everything.
Just think.
I'm not even going to guarantee you that I'm not going to do that, bro. Because the truth is, see, you are in a space that is good, is lucrative, but it's dark.
Bro.
It's a dark space. Listen, nobody should fool you about it, because now dark in the sense that people will make you lose direction of what you're supposed to get.
Exactly.
Not because they want to help you, but because they don't like, they wish that they were you. And then sometimes they can get what you have and then they spoil it all for you. Trust me.
But I mean, like, I think, like, you know, sometimes being in the ground and being in the ashes, like, it kind of like helps you. Like, those days when you're hungry, you don't really know what you're learning, but you're learning like lessons that, because right now I'm in a place where I'm not just learning music, but I'm learning to be a man. You know, I have like moguls all around me, from Jude, NGs to Paul to Peter, like everybody. These are like businessmen, like, you know, so they've been able to like put things on the ground. So it's beyond the music now. It's like I have a shot to my life to like, you know, be a man, like a man who's like a wise man to learn.
Who are the people? Who are your music inspiration?
I mean like P Square, Two Face, Michael Jackson, Fela, Bob Marley, Angelique Kidjo, Chris Brown. I mean, I hope to have like an EP with Justin Bieber someday, you know. Wizkid.
That's a big dream. That can happen. It's not.
Remember, you asked me a question. You asked him, you know, you must have had stories, Mehdi, blah, blah, blah. Ask him who is always spending studio time with. It's Mehdi.
Mehdi.
In my house.
Wait, so you spend time with Mehdi?
Yeah, he was even like teaching me a few things, like, because I like to learn whenever I'm around. Like, always like to learn.
Yes, I decided to bring Mehdi so that he will understand. Even without music, you don't need to be enemies. In fact, I have a song with Mehdi.
I'll ask you a very simple question, right? You're going on this journey right now. What's going to be different about your craft? What's going to make you different from everybody else? What are your expectations? And two questions in one. Expectations from Rude and expectations from the people and your own expectations. What would I expect from you?
Okay, let me start with my boss, Rudy.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't expect to have expectations, but the belief he has in me is like it's more than enough. So it's like he put battery in my backpack, you know.
And this is something everybody takes out before now. I mean, you know, people don't gas you up sometimes. They gas you up the wrong way.
Yeah.
So, and then it's not belief sometimes.
It's real belief.
But this one is real to you.
It's like right now, like there's battery in my backpack to give my best and give my all. Because like there are people who believe in me, and like I have to do what it takes.
How many songs have you written now? If I dip into your hard drive, how many songs do you have?
We have over 500 songs.
Jeez. 500?
You don't understand.
Okay, so you said you were writing for people. You wrote songs for Shay Shay, Inyanya, right? Do you have a lot of catalog people reading songs for?
Yeah, even movies. Rattlesnake. My song was like part of the soundtrack. Living in Bondage. I had like a song in the soundtrack as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's ready. Okay. Listen, it's very hard for people to do business with you and don't monetize it. That is,
right.
It's not really regular in Nigeria. So whatever you're doing.
And like, sorry, coach, and like for the future, I kind of like, you know, look forward to a time where like, you know, I love what's happening right now with Afro beats, you know. So it's like being able to take African music to the world, like that kid from Africa in his room. Or like there's no boundaries.
How can I find you? I mean, if anybody wants to find you right now.
ACETUNE. Acetune. That's on Instagram. ACETUNE. On TikTok. ACETUNE. On Twitter as X as I am Acetune. And I don't like to say fans. I like to say tune lovers. So if you listen to me right now and you feel like you like what I'm doing, just come be a part of my community.
Plug in.
Tune lovers, that's what I say.